So hello everybody, we're here at 1 Canada Square at Canary Wharf, and as you can see it's David Hencke, Fiona, Dee, Sheila, Ziggy, Carol and Davina. So today the inimitable Mr. David Hencke is going to do a Q&A with these ladies. So we've just heard that a Brexit deal has been done and Super Saturday will be very telling. So today, this morning, we've been with a national newspaper making a video about ladies' testimonies. So that will be coming out very soon. This afternoon is about where we've been, where we are and where we're going, and David will ask the questions. So if you'd, can I introduce you again? Fiona, Sheila, Ziggy, Davina, Carol and Dee.
I'll start with a group question. I'd quite like to know how the effect of the failure of the judicial review at the moment, how this has really affected your personal circumstances and how you're having to, now wait for really a decision. So I don't know whether you'd like to...
It really was a great shock. I mean, it's clearly discrimination. You just take a common law test on what has happened to us, and most definitely that is what has happened. We've been discriminated against all our lives. I can't believe they came to this judgment at all. For me, I lost my home. I'm now in rented accommodation, and at the end of the day, that's around about £40,000 I've lost. But if you equate that really into 5 years of income, can anybody really afford to lose 5 years of their salary? Regardless of what it is, 40,000 might mean a lot to some people and not a lot to others. But you've got to put that into context, I think.
How do I feel? I'm really shocked because I thought actually it would go in our favour because of the facts and the truth, etc. But obviously didn't. So we just have to fight on, keep fighting, I guess. Like Fiona, I thought I was going to retire actually in 2016, and in 2014 when I found out that I wasn't going to retire, it was when actually I was informed that I could access my pension pot. So actually, really bizarrely enough, I didn't really think too hard about the pension that I wasn't going to get anymore. I thought, well, great, I need this because I just wound down my company in order to retire, and but I didn't realise that was all I was going to get. And obviously, need to, my mother's 90, I have to look after her. There are 4 of us, but we have to take turns. We have to go to her in Hampshire. I have a daughter, my kids, loads of grandkids. So I have lots of things I could be doing, I should be doing, which is what I wanted to do when I retired, was to be with my family and also do projects. I do big projects, but obviously when you do a project, it takes time. So by not being able to have the luxury of having a little bit of money just to keep me going while I'm doing projects, I can't do them. And I'm afraid my projects, when they work, they make a lot of money for everyone. So, I don't feel I can go forward.
I'm the UN envoy for BackTo60, and I work with the CEDAW committee, and I was incensed by the judgment and incensed by the fact that they said that you could not use CEDAW regulations in actually to solve this problem and right this wrong, because it's patently obvious that you can, and the judgment was wrong.
Basically, two members of Parliament, Caroline Harris and Tim Lawton, are saying they're going to have a meeting with the Secretary of State for Work and Pensions, and they appear to be proposing that actually you should only get limited compensation for the age of 63, and when I check the pension rate, they're saying it's actually £9 pounds below for the rest of your life, and the gap will widen because it's a percentage wide of the official state pension, which is £168 a week, and this is 159. And also they would only give help under pension credit, which would actually, the rules would have to be changed because it's talking about paying people below the age they're eligible for pension credit to help them. Now, what do you think of that? I mean, is this, would you accept that sort of thing?
We're not accepting crumbs. Why should we accept crumbs when we've all paid in and we had a contract with this government and they have broken the contract? And that is illegal. Helena Kennedy has said recently that that is illegal, and they haven't given us notice. My pension's been changed 6 times since I retired, all without notice, and even this week, and my pension is due next month, they are still making mistakes and getting it wrong. No, no way.
PPG's survey is actually rigged, and I don't believe the results. They have not asked BackTo60, they have not asked the majority of 50s women. I've learnt that there were 90 votes given to other groups and only 1 to BackTo60. Now that, for me, they do not speak for us, they have no mandate, and I just think that it's, again, discriminatory that they've left a major national group out who want full restitution. And I'm sorry, but it's all about money, it's all about misogyny, and they don't care about elderly people in this country.
Yeah, I think that what I just like to add to that is that, you know, at the end of the day, as David Hencke wrote in his article, 271 billion minimum has gone missing from the National Insurance Fund. And we've never had a satisfactory answer from government to say what has been done with this money. What we do know, it was the biggest saving that the government have ever made. We do know that the banks were paid out around about the same time. So, you know, I would like to get a proper answer to this. Nobody will answer. That money could have provided pensions not only for 50s women, but for future pensioners, for men and women who could have been actually having a proper living wage, as opposed to the minimum amount of money that people are expected to survive, and some people are not surviving at all on this.